Have you ever thought about how much effort goes into making sure everyone can move freely and safely through our towns and cities? Imagine needing to get from your car to a doctor's office or simply walking from a bus stop to a shop. What if there were obstacles blocking your way? A public route is considered accessible when it is designed and constructed to be usable by people with disabilities, ensuring they can travel independently and with dignity. The core standard for this in the United States comes from the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA. The ADA accessibility guidelines specify crucial elements that make a path truly accessible. First, an accessible route must be continuous, meaning there are no gaps or breaks in the path of travel. It needs to be a clear and unobstructed pathway from one accessible point to another, such as from a public right-of-way to the entrance of a building, or between accessible elements within a site. This continuous path includes accessible parking spaces, passenger loading zones, public streets, and accessible building entrances. The route must also meet specific criteria for width, running slope, cross-slope, surface conditions, and openings. For instance, the clear width of an accessible route must be at least 36 inches, allowing enough space for a wheelchair user to pass. The running slope, which is the gradient along the direction of travel, cannot be steeper than 1 to 20. This means for every 20 units of horizontal distance, the vertical rise can be no more than 1 unit. Cross slope, the slope perpendicular to the direction of travel, must be even flatter to prevent tipping, generally not exceeding 1 to 48. The surface must be stable, firm, and slip-resistant, and any changes in level must be properly beveled or ramped. Openings in the walking surface, like drainage grates, must be small enough to prevent wheelchair wheels or crutch tips from getting caught. All these detailed specifications ensure safety and usability for a wide range of individuals, including those using wheelchairs, walkers, or canes, and people with visual impairments. So, how can you spot an accessible route yourself? Start by looking for a smooth, even pathway without abrupt changes in level or significant cracks. Check the width. If it feels cramped for a single person, it might not be wide enough for a wheelchair. Pay attention to ramps. They should have a gentle incline, not a steep one. Are there handrails where ramps are present? Notice curb ramps at street crossings that smoothly transition from the sidewalk to the street. Look for clear pathways free of clutter, like trash cans or signs blocking the route. An accessible route considers the entire journey, from parking to the building entrance and throughout the facility itself. Understanding these elements means recognizing the path of travel and clear width are more than just technical terms. They are critical components for independent mobility. An accessible path of travel guarantees a continuous, unobstructed way of getting where you need to go. Clear width ensures adequate space, typically 36 inches minimum, for mobility devices. These are not just guidelines. They are fundamental rights, guaranteeing equal opportunity for participation in community life. It is about creating an inclusive environment where everyone has the freedom to move about without facing unnecessary barriers. Ultimately, an accessible public route is a pathway designed with forethought, ensuring everyone, regardless of their physical ability, can navigate public spaces safely and independently. By understanding these standards, we empower ourselves to advocate for and contribute to communities where accessibility is not an afterthought, but a fundamental part of the design, fostering greater independence and inclusion for all.
If this resonates with you, like, subscribe, and share your truth with us.